Hey guys, it's FurretTails here. So this is going to be a video about my Pokemon in my collection. Sorry about the mess. It's on my first. So this is the couch, because I live in the basement. Only thing Pokemon out here right now really is just the two pillows. I have a Skitty and a Charizard, and then just a bunch of stuff I'm selling. Nothing to see there. This is the entrance to my room. Adorable Stunkfish. My poster of Fox and the Hound. And when you come in, it's kind of clean now. I cleaned up. But it's a lot to take in for people that aren't as into Pokemon collecting or know about it for me. Behind my door I have anime collector as well, so I have anime things in my room. Although the main one is still Pokemon. I do have a hard time finding places for all my plushies, so they have started finding strange places for me to put them in. Like hanging on things I make, as you see. One of the Pokemon I do collect now is Tyranitar. I believe I have most of the figures. Left really is the plush. And then some of my King line, Heracross a little bit. One of my other new ones is also the Poliwag line. And then here's a bunch of my giant plush I have. I actually just kind of stacked them on top of each other. Over here I have some studies. I have Furret and Zigzagoon. And I also have a Mokona Gengar. I do not know if it is the black or the white one, but it's adorable and I love it nonetheless. I have my chinchillas right here. So I have my small Mincino collection. I do have some Furret items on top, because I'm actually running out of space for them. I need to get a new shelf for my Centreds and Furrets. So this is my main collection. This is actually what I'm most known for normally from people, because like my username, Furret is in it. This is Kita. He's actually normally my OC I use in my some sparkly postcards back there. I do have 3 Furret plushies. I know normally I've actually gotten people upset at me for that because I know that they're harder to come by. I've had people offer me on them, but I can't buy myself to part with them. This is a shiny Furret Zukin repaint that was actually done by Zenity. I would actually love to get more done by her, so I'm currently saving up and waiting until I see that she has commissions open. This is my newest item I just got. I am focusing on my Centric collection more just because, well, the collection's smaller than what my Furret was when I first joined. So metal figures are actually what I'm after right now. There's also some Furret dice I'm looking for. So if anyone happens to see them, I'd love if you guys could let me know. Here's a cute little stamp. I know it's not really any of the Pokemon I collect, but I also do collect cute things. The next in line, I collect Linoons. Linoon is actually my more second main collection, not Zigzagoon. A lot of this stuff I actually got from Rachel. Rachel, I'm sorry if I'm saying your username wrong, but she basically sold most of this to me in a lot. I'd have to say one of my favorite things in my Linoon collection would have to be it's a figure that was never released to the public. And I actually did get into a bid war with a comm member over it, but I'm happy for them to get a groundbreaker of the same figure after we are done bid warring, so we're both happy Linoon collectors. Next I have Wishcash. Wishcash was actually a collection I started up this year, and I don't really know what spawned my collecting on it. I think it was just, I love water and ground type Pokemon. Swampert was my first one that I used in Hoenn, and I fell in love with his ground and water abilities. So I think after that, after using Wishcash, because I tend to go back and replay games with Pokemon I don't normally use, so I think that's kind of where it spawned from, is me trying not to use starters and him being my alternative. Next up is my TV. I have some figures I got from some awesome friends in Spain. And then just from other people, and some small figures I picked up myself. And I also have this adorable little Starly pencil case right here. Even though it's a bootleg, it's adorable. I love it. I have a small collection of mini cats, so here's some of them. They rest on my TV. Here's my Suicune Polka Doll. This was actually the very first item I ever bought from Pokemon collectors. So it's one of the very few plush I've ever actually just kept the tag on because of that. It's very, very sentimental value to me. A lot of my plush are actually plush I've gotten from group auctions, especially when I was an earlier member. Here's one of the bandanas I actually got, which is the first bandana I ever purchased off Pokemon Collectors as well, and because of that Furret. Like I said, it's hard for me to find some spots for plushies, so some of them are on the floor. And that Vaporeon is actually a bootleg, so I apologize to those of you that do not like bootleg Pokemon plush. I also do have some bead spreads going on up here. I'm saving up currently to get a few more because I would love to get some of the Pokemon I collect, so I don't really have too many. Here's a Blastoise bandana and a Ho-Oh clear file along with a Miltank bag that I got from Pokemon Center. I actually got it from Dean. And then I do have a small wall of Furret items I have gotten from people. A lot of it is artwork or just gift art, which I love it. I love, love, love when I get Furret gift art. It's adorable. Some of my smaller ones. So if any of you guys see your art up here, I really want to thank you. I love it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Normally when people come into my room, it's the first thing they go to after just staring in the doorway. It's like, oh my gosh. The only one that's actually made up here by me is this one. Oh, sorry, and this one over here. It's mainly in my OC. At one point, I did run out of space to put plushies, and I did not have a plush net at the time. So this plush net is actually made out of a laundry bag that was never used. It's just kind of tacked in there, so I do have some plush piled up in there. Here's a bootleg poster since the anime store that we used to have by us, that's really all that they had. They only had bootleg items, but I got them if they were cute. I do love Cherry Blossom Tree, so that was the main reason for me getting that, besides the adorable Weasel over here and the Teddy Ursa. I did have more Pokemon over here, but not so much anymore. I've kind of moved most of them to my other shelf since I did have to clear some out. Yeah. And I do have a Dragonite over here. He's kind of lopsided though. I don't know if I have. I do have some anime figures up here too. Everything else kind of just pencils and such. Oh yeah, and I am a furry, so if any of you guys are Pokemon furries out there, you guys are my buds. I do have a small collection of Meowth. I do like Lucky Cat merchandise. I don't have a lot, but I do adore it. So Meowth has kind of been a small collection. I picked up a little bit, along with these gold these gold plastic figures. I don't know why, but I really like them. I do have a small collection of foxes and dogs, so I've always adored foxes as a kid, but because of all the competition that's out there for Bullpix and Ninetales, I've really never picked up the collection for it. I'm kind of too afraid of all the competition. And Furret already gets some because its merchandise doesn't pop up too much. I do have some deers in here, and cows, because living in a farm state, you have to have cows, so got a little Miltank collection going on over here. And Hamtaro, so Hamtaro and Corgis, two other good things. I do have a Mew umbrella, so I do like to buy merchandise that is able to be used. It does have an adorable Mew on the handle as well, so all over. I also have a bunch of magnets. I'm actually currently running out of space for them right now. I have so many. But I do have some Furret ones on here. This is an official one. This was actually a custom. I can't remember who made it, but it was someone from on DeviantArt. They burn the wood to make it. And then that's from someone on Etsy. And then these adorable magnets. I love them. They're so cute. I wish I could remember who. I think someone made them. But if you see this video and you are the person who made these, I would love if you could give me a shout out, because I'd love to invest on getting dirt ones made from you. Like any Pokemon collector, most of us do have Pikachu collections. I tend to be more on the side to pick up holiday merchandise, so I do have a lot of Christmas themed, as that's my favorite season, or gosh, I cannot talk today. My favorite holiday. So here's all my Pikachus. And I do have a graduation Pikachu I got since I did graduate this year, so I believe it's a bootleg. But one of my favorite episodes is actually the Orange Island season. So Johto is my favorite, but I love Orange Island merchandise. I'm actually debating on getting a few Rhydon figures and just painting them pink, just because that was one of my favorite episodes. That's actually what my sales post name is based off of. I do have some Minun and Plusle, and I do have Mijumaru and Tepig to finish my Snivy collection, or line. Tepig is actually the only Pokemon item I actually got at Anime Iowa when I went this year. They had some Pokemon merchandise, but most of it was pretty overpriced, so I wasn't too lenient to get it, or they just didn't really have anything. I don't really have too much Pokemon stuff here on the side, because like I said, it's been moved. But I do have a Teddy Ursa and Gyarados figure over here. And Gyarados is really pretty. I originally was going to sell him, but I like him too much now. Very detailed figures. This is my bed. This is where I sleep. I do have a lot of Pokemon plushies on here. I have a giant Pikachu poster up here. I originally had Code Geass, but after I got this poster and I had to change it out. It's my very loved Wailord pillow. These are my 2 custom Furret plushies I have. I actually have another one being made right now, but it's just in the starting process, so I have no pictures or anything I can actually show you guys yet, but I can assure you when I do get it in, I will be posting pictures and spamming you with it. Cause it's a surprise, actually, I won't tell you, but it's definitely a different kind of plush that I've ever seen anyone make for a Furret, so that's very exciting for me, especially being a Furret collector. This was the first custom Furret plush I actually ever got. I got it from Cyromi on DeviantArt. And it is a shiny fur. It's actually meant to be a pillow, which I do actually use it as that as well. It's very big. Adorable face. This is my Poliwhirl plush. Originally when I got him, he was filled with styrofoam. So, you can actually tell I did leave styrofoam in his hands. But he is now filled with just plush, so he actually can be used as a pillow. So if you guys do get a giant 1/1 Poliwhirl, ones are like that because that's the only 1/1 plush I actually. But it may be filled with styrofoam, and I didn't know this until I got it. And this is my only custom plush I've actually ever made. It's Sentret. It was originally meant to be a backpack. But that didn't turn out too well because it was originally being made at my grandma's because she was the only one who had the sewing machine in my family. Well, she decided to try and sew it together without me being there. So the straps used to be here, but the issue was it can't really be used as a backpack because she put the straps down here where you would open it, so I just stuffed a pillow inside. But you can't really walk around and have stuff falling out of the side of your backpack. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. This is where pretty much most of my Pokemon stuff has come to now. See if I can get that in there. So this is where most of my collection actually is now, especially plush-wise. I do have a lot of side collections. Most of them are things I've decided to collect due to having certain pets and the such, or just animals I really like. These are some of my UF plushies and DX. I did have a crawdad for a little bit, so I kind of started a little bit of a crawdad collection. It's kind of ceased a little bit since he passed. I might start it up again. My fish. Hi, fishies. I do have a fiddler crab in there now, though, so he's hiding. I don't know where he's at. So I do keep aquatic animals over here. And I do have a small fiddler crab collection, as you can see. I've actually been debating on collecting Sharpedo to put some sharks in my bathroom, actually, just so I have a Pokemon-themed bathroom as well. This is my bag I normally carry with me. Most of you that know me, this is the bag I will carry with me anywhere. It is Mincino. I remember when, I think it was the English name that was released, and they called it Chilarmy, and I absolutely refused to call it that. Don't know why, but I never liked the name. I still don't. This is my Pokemon cover from my DS. It's very worn. I'm actually looking to replace it. I'm looking for the Mincino one, because I know that there was one that was released, but I haven't seen it turn up yet. And I do have some catfish charms on there, so yay. And then most of my Pokemon guidebooks are Pokemon, as you can see. I do have some that aren't, but there's not that many. Pokemon Coin Bank, yay, custom made by me. I do have a Shrew lunchbox, which when school starts up I'll probably be using that again. But for now it just sits up here. Larvitar, because I don't want him over by my Tyrannotars, because Tyranitar is better in my opinion, because he reminds me of Godzilla. I do have a small Delibird collection coming up too, just because, as I said, winter is my favorite season, and with Christmas being my favorite holiday, so Christmas-themed Pokemon. I also do collect birds. Birds are one of my favorite types of Pokemon I ever use, especially Staraptor, because as a kid, the OC I made for myself when I drew is very, very similar to the colors and markings that Staraptor has, so I instantly grew a very straight fondness for it. I have some Pignites. I think the Zukin is probably my favorite figure ever, just the pose and everything. And then I also have a small Shiftry, and not so much of an Aggron collection yet. I'm trying to get that started up. I got a bunch of charms here. I'm not really going to dig them out because it's going to make a mess, and I just cleaned in here. These are mainly figures I had when I was a kid. I think this is the only two that I have in here that I did not have when I was a kid. I just put them in there though. I collect weasels and Pokemon that aren't very loved. So I do have Shelter collection right here. And then I have some weasels and ferrets. Beforehand I did used to plush together with their figures, but it started to take up too much room, and it was really, really hard to organize all over each other. So I've kind of them. I do also collect chibi stamps, so for them. And then I also am a shoe collector. This was actually one of the earlier collections I joined the community with, mainly because Sandslash was one of my favorite Pokemon as a kid. So his collection has really grown. I think the Burger King keychain right here is probably that was the only figure of it that I actually had when I started. Here's the Zukin. It's very tiny but very detailed. Then once again, the red and black Pokemon. So fondness again for that, because like my Staraptor. Sorry if it's kind of dark over here, you guys. There's not much light that gets over here. And then I do have spiders. I actually have a friend who has a phobia of spiders, so I kind of keep them hidden over here because she doesn't like spinnerack and Eriados, which I understand she had a bad experience, so that's why she has a phobia of it. For those of you that did know me when I first joined the community, my username used to be Quiet Dunsparce. However, it became very, very difficult for me to even start any collection of a Dunsparce besides flat items. That's really all I have. I have no actual figures yet. I've been offered the Zukin before, but at the time I didn't have the funds, so that was kind of a bummer. I do also collect mugs and glasses. I actually collected snow globes beforehand, and it kind of just evolved to this since there really aren't any Pokemon snow globes to get. There's a Mew one that I know of, and I think there may be a Lucario one, but I haven't been able to get a chance to bid or buy one yet. I think the last one I saw was in pretty bad shape, so I didn't go after it. And just like the keychains, because I do wear the Pokemon charms that I buy, and sometimes I buy keychains to wear them. I have a pretty big collection of dog tags. Most of it is hidden away right now just because I am getting ready for college, so some things are stored away, that way I will have room for studying. But my favorite ones have actually just been stored in here, so I don't know if any of them are showing, probably not. Here's where most of my plush are now. They're up on this top shelf. I am still looking for the Starly DX shiny plush. I'm actually looking to find one for around like $30, but most of the ones are for like $40, which I got both my Staraptor and my Staravia for around like $30, so that's what I'm hoping I can get the other one for. And then I have some plush in this plush net. My Rayquaza, right there, he's hiding. I think in this one I just have Elekid, Carnivine, and Lopunny. I need to get Lopunny a new nose. Nose is funny. It's not right. This is just kind of Jax and Pokédoll figures in here, or plush. Lucario is actually a bootleg, but oh well, for now. Until I get the legit one. Sorry if you guys can't see them all. I know that they're kind of smushed in here until I can find a better way to display them because they take up so much room, so. And these aren't Pokemon plush, but it's just like rabbits and stuff. Because I do have 2 pet rabbits. So. But none of the rabbit Pokemon appeal to me. Collection of them. I do also collect the Typhlosion line and the Sunkern line. So I have a small Quilava Typhlosion collection. And then I also have been collecting the Sunkern line this year. And this is a very, very beautiful Year of the Tiger postcard. It was actually released in Japan, and I think it was a limited edition. But I know that they're very, very hard to get a hold of now. But I remember it took me a good few months to actually be able to track one down to buy. So I'm really, really happy with it because I do like Zodiac and astronomy and stuff like that, so very happy to have that in my collection. Here's my Sunkern collection. And I have Manaphy with sunflowers just because sunflowers are awesome, so if anyone has any merchandise that they know of that has sunflowers on it, I'd love to know. I do have an Eevee. I got this in Spain actually from a gacha machine. I was really, really excited that they had a gacha machine there. I didn't know that they would. So I was really happy to even be able to find one, let alone one that had Pokemon. I wish I would have been able to get more, but my group I was with was moving too quickly, and I could only get one figure out. And then some Godzillas, because Godzilla's awesome. And then I do have, like I said, I collect the glasses and stuff, so I also do collect the plates, and this is the one I do have. I'm actually waiting to get the display holder I have of one coming in, but I'm still waiting for it. Got some coasters. This is actually what I wear to work. I do have some Pokemon pins on it too, but my shirt is being washed, so my pins are upstairs and I'm not going to go get them. I do have a Venusaur keychain on here, and of course I have to have a Furret sticker. And then it's just a Pokemon lanyard with, it's mainly just the starters, but it has Meowth, and I think it's just Meowth and Pikachu are the only other ones that aren't starters that are on this, besides Wobbuffet and Munchlax. Got those guys on there. Kind of back to where I started a little bit. So, sorry you guys, but this video is going to be over in a bit. I do have a Skitty bobblehead. I didn't realize how small it was when I bought it. So, I'm still debating on if I'm actually going to stick that in my car or not. Here's my Snivy collection. I do like the grass snakes, so. I do have a few plush and figures up here. Got some Heatmore, because I do like anteaters, so like I said, I collect Pokemon that resemble animals that I like. And then I also do have a small Disney collection up here as well. You can see the giant Oshawott hiding back there. And I do have an Arceus. And I don't think I have any other Pokemon ones up here, besides my Rayquaza and Braviary. I actually think that's it, you guys. I think I've pretty much showed you everything it's possible to see in my room, so I guess this is goodbye until next time. I do have a website being made. I don't really have a clue yet as to when it will be finished being made, so I guess I'll try and keep you guys posted on my LiveJournal pin. It's a little bit of a slow process right now, just because it's very hard for me to get all these pictures and uploaded, and it's a pain as well, especially because I have some trying to figure out how to categorize them when you have a set limit amount of pages before you have to start paying for them. So I guess that's it, you guys. See ya!